Hey guys, Anthony with Austin Historical Weapons Guild here. Today we're talking about Fabris's Plate 21. In Plate 21, Fabris talks about or describes what he calls a firm-footed attack of fourth against a third. So we kind of see in the demonstration, it really looks like as he's attacking, I'm just picking this up, moving into fourth, and setting this off. So it's a fairly straightforward, easy concept. The anticipation here that is I'm going to react to a feint against him, and he's trying to get me to parry and bait against it, but instead of making a parry and wasting my tempo, moving my sword offline, I'm driving to control. So he's hoping for something more like this, where as he comes in with his attack or motion, I will just parry like this, which he can open up other options, whether it turns out into second or something else. It doesn't really matter. It assumes that we're both starting to the inside. So inside means his sword is inside mine, mine's inside of his, and this really falls apart if you have lefty and a righty. But starting off, he starts making any kind of aggressive motion forward. I read this, instead of just turning a parry and being static, I'm going to step in, moving into fourth, and make the wound. The other option is if we start to the outside. So this time, right outside here, his blade is now to my right. He's going to start this motion with a cavazione. Same wise as before, he's expecting me to make some sort of parry. And this is when Fabris gives us two options where if I kind of parry hard, he's going to turn into second, which allows the thrust to come through. If starting the same way, the outside, if I parry a little bit more centered, he's just going to carry his cavazione back through the center, trapping my blade and locking me out. In either of these instances, my fault would have been sitting there and again parrying to his attack. Fabris very much wants us to get used to, if we have a line, parrying and attacking one action, and that shortens the fight substantially. So, if he's the outside, cavaziones, I'm going to step, just like before, going into fourth, wounding to the chest. So as the cavaziones, I'm stepping across, catching in fourth, and making the wound. So as he feints, I act in the same tempo to make my wound. From the outside, as he cavaciones, same thing is happening. The only difference is that as he's moving forward with the feint or the cavazione is what's setting him to the inside and setting this technique off.